Klee here, and we are going to create a door hanger together. It's going to be super fun and easy, and I know you can do it. We're going to start off with our base, okay? And our base is this cute little kitty, and we are going to upscale it. We're going to take it to the next level for sure. Let's get this base started. The first thing I want to do is I want to change the look of this. I don't want it to be so rustic. We're going to make it more modern and jazzy with some glitter. So I'm going to cut off this little bow that comes on it. And a lot of times you can cut them or just pull the tails. You never know. It might be that easy. Look, boom. Comes off like that. And look, we've got to clean the slate to start off the whole project here. You can do as simple as add a new bow with some picks. We're going to do it a little bit further than that, a little bit higher level, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to use some foam on here to kind of prep the base. So the first thing we want to do is grab a little piece of foam. Now I like the green floral foam like this. It's dense. We're going to cut it into small piece. Now if you use a small piece, you got to make sure everything that goes in it is pretty small so you don't crack it. So, but it's okay as long as your picks are small, you're good. I like to put a little Gorilla Glue first to get it on my surface, so I'm going to pop that up. We're going to kind of use where the bow is, but I'm going to go up just a little bit higher up here onto this picket. And then it'll be so cute because it'll add, just a little touch of height in our design because we can go way up here. Now, I'm going to dip this in the glue pot, and we're going to get some hot glue on it. I got my hot glue pot off screen. Now, let me show you how much I've got on there. A good amount. See, a good amount on there. You're going to want to take that, and I'm going to scrape it off just a little bit more. I got a little too much. And then I'm going to wiggle it into here. It's going to go right here. On that picket, boom. And between the Gorilla Glue and the hot glue, it seems to hold really well, no matter kind of what the finish is. So you're going to let that set up a second, and then we're going to start on our picks. Our picks for this project, we're going to use these two. And I picked these out because I'm pulling the colors from the kitty. Just like in floral design, you have to pull your colors from your inspiration. And the kitty's got black and purple, perfect, and the pumpkin is orange. So we can do different looks with this sign, but we went with the glitter and the really fun look. So what I'm going to do is separate it first out, and we're going to get the black picks out of the back so I can kind of create my base. Now, when I teach floral design at Keleas Design School.com, what we do over there is we kind of create our perimeter with greenery. We can do that same thing with our first element we put in. So I want you to cut out half of the section here. We're going to section it out. You're going to take half the glitter pick out. I'm going to do it like this, okay? So you're going to have a nice little long twig, and that's perfect because this will help us set our length. Now, all of these picks are wired, on our website, Keleas.com. I like to have lots of really good quality pieces. So these are wired, ready to go. Trim them down to a 1 inch, okay? And we're going to do that on both picks. I want to get that twiggy part out and then trim it way down. So I'm cutting that out, then I'm trimming it down. All right, now take and shake hands with these, and this one's going to go to the right. When I say shake hands, that just means we're going to spread it out, shape it up. All right, see how pretty that is? I've got the smaller pick, the larger pick. And what I'm going to do is come in, and we're going to put the first one in the foam. Okay, and we're going to start to shape out our perimeter. So this will be my longest pieces. You see that kind of going over? Perfect. Now my second piece is also going to be the twigs right here. It's going to come in on the left. All right, so over here, kind of coming down. So you can see how they're opposite. That's important. Even on smaller pieces, you always want to think about your placement, your depth, and your dimension. Those all matter in your design. Even when it's a simple one like this, you got to keep it in mind. So this one, I want to come down and kind of come scooping around my design, okay? I call this breaking the plane. When you kind of, there is some, it's not flat. I don't make flat things. I really believe in dimension and taking your design up a little to the next level. So you can see we're overlapping the design a little with that twig, but that's totally fine. We like that, we want that. We're creating the base here. So with these little wispy black picks, this is all from one pick. We are totally going to make the most out of this. We're going to cut these into twos. And when we do that, we know we're going to have two pieces, one little one, one little bit bigger one for each side of our design. So we're going to kind of stick with the same directions we already have. So we created a transition point right there in the middle, and now we're going to go down and up, okay? So that one's going in right there, pretty. And then I can have one going up. The little twigs, can you see all those? They're kind of hard to see, but they're wispy and fun. I love that kind of stuff. And I'm still going to stay in the top up here. All right, and even though we just glued that on, we've got it in a good spot. It's sitting on the edge. We're ready to rock and roll and keep working with it. Now, grab the money part of the pick. This is the cute part where we've got the balls and the spiders. We're gonna put some of these in next. And what we need to do is separate these also first. So what I want you to do is spread them out. We're gonna keep the curls in one section and the spider in the other. Cut these down into two separate sections, okay? We have this cute spider and this ball on one pick. And let's put her kind of coming up to the top. All right, I want that to kind of pop out a little bit up here and really be kind of to the middle. Isn't that fun? Oh gosh, how cute is that? That's perfect. Now, I've got the ball and the spider on this one, and I've got the curls. But I almost want to put my bow in next because the bow is going to take up a lot of real estate in this design. And then we can work things around it and kind of use the less expensive ribbon, because you can make several things out of the ribbon, to fill in, and then we'll pop the glitter balls and the spider all around it. So that way this project will be cost effective too. If we want to resell it, it's definitely an option to keep that way. I have already tied the bow for you, and that's a separate video. We'll have that linked in the supply list also. This is a 2-1 funky bow right here. And you see how cute it is? We pulled the same colors. Just like I teach in design school, I'm showing you here today, we pulled the purple and the orange from him, and we've got them in the bow. And then I added that pop of glitter black because he's black. And I love that. Now, this has a floral pin in the back. That's a U pin. And it's allowing me to push it right into the foam with some glue, but it's a little long. So I'm going to just gently cut over the trash can these two little pieces of metal. You guys cut it over the trash can so it doesn't end up in your foot or your eye. Be very careful when you cut those little pieces of metal. All right, and so I just shortened it down. And now I'm going to bring some glue to the pins. And we're going to push that right into our foam. And I'm going to put it a little cockeyed here. I like it to be this side. Oh my gosh, that spider was perfect. I just wanted to make sure we could put the other spider perfect too. You see how cute these are? They're so simple and so cute. And listen, even if you're not a seller and you just want to take a sign you already have, you can upcycle it, but you know you can grab this entire kit from us. If you love this cutie right here, this can go on your door as soon as you can whip it out and make it. All right, so let's grab the other spider. I'm cutting it off that pick, and I'm gonna like this one kind of, I think it'd be fun to have it kind of coming down over here too. Now, anytime you have a curl like this, I can pull it out a little and let it just pop up and then move that spider around too. All right, let's go in the glue pot, and I want to totally pop it in to my foam down here. And the nice thing is we're kind of camouflaging this really well with all the other pieces that are going in here. Oh my gosh, I love that spider, and he can kind of be under a little black ribbon. And I like to do that, break the plane and come over and do that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. All right, now it's time for our curls. So we've got our cute little curl picks. Can you believe we did all this with just a couple of curls? I love that. These picks we were able to kind of cut into several pieces, and that makes them super valuable. So let's see if we can get one kind of out here and over to the side, right around with this cute little whimsical curl. I love that. Let's come in right here. I'm gonna try to put that right in the middle. Perfect. Just kind of curl those in right there. I love it. And then let's take this other one, and I'm going to have this one work in also kind of coming in this line. So part of floral design is creating lines, and that's something we also teach in design school. And you can see we've kind of done it here. We've created a diagonal line to crisscross this bow, and that really pleases the eye. And we use some beautiful colors to kind of all go together here. Of course, for the Halloween season. Isn't that cute? Now we've got those little wispy picks left. Look how cute these are. All right. Now you can cut these down even smaller, and that's what I'm going to do because I want to fill in tight to the bow with these to kind of break the plane of the bow. And what that means is overlap the bow a little bit too. That gives you that little detail that's super cute. And you don't want to get in such a hurry creating you forget to do your little details because they matter. All right, especially when you're going to take this and pop it into a craft show and sell it really fast. These can come together quickly, but don't forget about your detail. So I took those two and I make sure they kind of cupped up around the bow, and that just adds that wispiness. I love it. I've got one more piece here, and I think I'm going to go to the outside. Right over here, just to kind of overlap the bow a little bit more. Right behind this piece of ribbon. And you got it, guys. Now, just use a little Spanish moss or anything. You know, if you have a little black garland, you can use that to hide any mechanics that cover up any floral foam that you can see. We did a great job of getting it covered here, but if you have any, just use a little to make it look professionally finished around the edges. And you could even, if you wanted to scale this up one more notch, if you buy the black ribbon, you'll have extra ribbon, and you can totally take and change out the jute hanger, staple gun this one on here, and go with a black glitter hanger if you want to just soup it up just a little bit more. So many options to do on this design. You can go to town. But you guys, you can grab all these supplies at Keleas.com and you can make your own cutie like this. I think he turned out great, and he's super easy. If you're a beginning designer and you just want to get started playing with some florals and you want to do a little fun Halloween piece, this is a great one. This is also an excellent one to go with your grandchildren. Order a kit, get the supplies, and you can pop in and have the grandkids over and make one for them to take home. And you can even use a Sharpie and put their names on this. And if you're selling this in a craft booth and somebody's got a black cat, you can say, would you like me to personalize it with the cat's name right here on the bottom? Oh my God, so cute. So many